What I have before me is the new Honda CB125F, and I actually changed from a Derby Terra Adventure 125, and the main reason for doing so was insurance cost. However, this bike is 3 times more efficient than the Derby Terra Adventure 125, mainly down to the fact that it's a fuel injected model and it's got Honda's new technology, the enhanced smart power, which basically means that you've got enhanced needle bearings inside the engine, which reduce the friction, as well as many other things, such as crank angle, which just allows you to take most of the power to the rear wheel. And that leads to a claimed 188 miles per gallon by Honda, which is amazing. It's phenomenal. And that's also what I need. My priorities are kind of changing into being very economy driven. I need something that's as cheap as possible to run. And after looking around for 125s, which are economical, not only talking about their miles per gallon, but also how cheap they are to run in terms of servicing, insurance, and all that kind of stuff, this bike was up there. It was either this one or the previous model, the CB125F from 2019 and before. But I got a good bargain on this bike, and it's also, I believe, a good investment, because with their previous model, the value skyrocketed a few years after, because there are so many selling and in the market, I guess. But I've had it for about a week. I'm very impressed. It's really nimble and really light, about 12 kilograms lighter than the previous model. Somehow they've managed that. I don't know how, but it's basically like a bicycle. But it's like a bicycle in town. You can take it all around, weaving in and out of traffic so easily. And yeah, that's my initial impression. It's got a whole new dash, gives you your range, gives you gear indicator, which I don't really see the point of. All kinds of gimmicks like this. It's only done 600 miles, which is also, I'm proud owner of such a new machine. And yeah, Honda reliability. Yeah, with my last bike, it wasn't that reliable, and my priorities are now changing. I need something that will just work and be really cost effective, and I believe the answer is in this. What's special about this bike then? Well, a number of things. Enhanced smart power is something that Honda have been using in their scooters for a while now, for a number of years, and I believe that this is one of the first geared 125s that they've actually put it into, and that incorporates a starter motor combined with an alternator without any Bendex to engage it, so it's completely silent, as I'll now demonstrate. Just the smoothest thing ever. It's also got a balancing shaft, which makes it really smooth, vibrations through the handlebars, pegs and seat. However, for me, for some reason, I sense a lot of vibrations through the seat, which are transmitted to my head and kind of vibrate unpleasantly. It's a very smooth sounding engine. Yeah, obviously air cooled, it's on a budget, and the gear ratios are actually quite narrow. You get a lot of acceleration in town, but I haven't tested the top speed. I'm not expecting anything like the previous bikes I've owned. This is just a city commuter, which is exactly what I need now. As a result of all the friction reducing technology that they've put in this bike, in any gear you've got torque to just start moving, which is really nice. Great for a learner like myself. Another thing is this eco light, which basically tells you when you're riding economically, which I think is not that useful on a 125, because this is really economical as it is, but it's still useful to get an idea of what is efficient riding. And it's also Euro 5, which basically, from my understanding, means that it's got all the low pollution technology, but also it's got linked brakes, which I'm not a fan of personally. But I guess it's a get out of jail free card if you ever panic brake. But you shouldn't panic brake, because you should learn how to control the bike. It's got no engine braking whatsoever, because there's so little friction in the engine. The bike's so happy to just cruise in really high gears. It's just so keen to keep the fuel economy to maximum.